Hey guys, I wanted to share something with you about my life in general. Um, about 6 years ago, I took in my grandson, so he was 2 years old at the time, and he's been with us ever since. But over the years, I've told him a little bit about um, his mom and his dad, and mostly his mom. That, you know, his mom, and I'm not his mom, I'm his grandma. A little bit here and there over the years at age appropriate level of, what you can tell a kid and what they'll understand, and you understand by what they ask you and how they talk about it and how they talk about you to their friends. This is my mom, all that. Well, it's hard to understand all the intricacies, right, of family and what it means to be biological and biological parents, everything. So, but I've always taken the approach of, I'm going to tell him the truth. I'm not his mom, I'm his grandma. And, sometimes we have to live with our grandmas. Sometimes we live with other people. We don't always, get to choose that as kids. But he's loved here. This is his home. And, all his things are here. And he has sisters that he knows. He knows his family. His other family lives in another house, and not all families always get to live together. And, there's lots of things to explain to a kid. So he's 8 years old, 8.5 right now, and he's understanding a lot more about life and who's who and what's what, and how he's asking a lot more questions about who he is, and his sisters, because he just had another half sister be born, so he's asking a lot of questions, and he's trying to figure his life out and who he is. And he has memories, even, like he says, before I lived here, because I told him he used to live somewhere else, before he came to live here. So, he understands all that little by little. Well, today, and it's hard for me too, even as an adult, right? There's things that trigger me about the situation, that it's not fair to him, to me, to everybody, the way it happened, all kinds of stuff. There's still feelings there. But the most important part is that he knows that this is his home. So today, and he calls me mom. So for a long time, I was okay with that. He calls me mom. He didn't know any difference, but now he knows. So today I told him to call me grandma, because really I'm his grandma. And he's old enough now to where he can understand that he wasn't born in my belly, because that's how we define, the title of mom, versus grandma right now versus not mom, right? He was born in someone else's belly. And we compare it to Avery was born in my belly, Aubrey was born in my belly, so I'm their mom. Like, he was born in my child's belly, so I'm his grandma, So he is getting used to the idea of calling me grandma, but it changed. It's so different already, like the feeling for me, because when he calls me mom, I kind of feel like it's a lie, right? A little bit. No, I'm his mom in all sense of the word. I help with his boobies. I'm that relationship to him. But he wasn't born in my belly. I'm not his mom, biological mom. So for me, it really helps it's helping me already. I feel better being his grandma. Like, I don't know, it's must be psychological for me, and not everyone will feel that way, and actually not everyone will have to go through this situation that I'm in. So you'll never know how it is. But for me, I just wanted to share that it's really positive thing for, I think it's going to be a really positive thing for our relationship as grandson and grandma, rather than him calling me mom. So I don't know, it just, so many changes have happened today. I'm just like overwhelmed, and my anxiety levels through the roof, and I'm just shaking, and I'm having a hard day and everything. And this was the first thing that happened, and I felt good about it, and then all this other stuff happened, and now I'm just a mess. But yeah, that's a turning point in our relationship. And I like being called grandma. Like, I love that. Like, that's a different feeling. And maybe you can understand that. Like, being called grandma is different than being called mom. So for me, now that he's calling me grandma, like, it feels different, and I like it better. And I just wanted to share that positive thing that happened today for us. So, yeah, wish me luck on the other things, and thank you for listening. And, all right, that's all I wanted to share for today.